right, fellas, welcome to Tuesday's lesson, corrupting themselves. Whew. Brace yourself today. It is deep water. This is a heavy, serious subject today. This whole lesson is very sobering, but today really is quite sobering. Let's read Exodus chapter 32, verses 7 and 8. It says this, "And the Lord said to Moses, go get down, for your people whom you brought out, the people whom you brought out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made themselves a molded calf and worshipped it and sacrificed to it and said, this is your God." They said, "This is your God, O Israel, that brought you up out of the land of Egypt." What an amazing affront to God, right? God is upset. And he says to Moses in no uncertain terms, the people you brought out. God gives them, they're God's people, and he's the one who brought them out. In fact, he says it in Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2, "I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt." Isn't that right? I am the one who did it. But here he says to Moses, those are your people. The way they're acting, they can't be mine. Because my people who know me would not do stuff like that, would not attempt to make a molded calf and call it the God that delivered them from the hand of Pharaoh. 400 years of slavery God brought them out of, and they make a calf and say, the calf did it. God is upset, and rightly so. This moment is a powerful moment in the life of Israel, in the life of Moses, because in this moment Moses has a dilemma, and we'll study more about that as the week goes on. By turning to the idol, the Israelites were in the process of divorcing themselves from the true God. Isn't that something? They're pushing God away, the one who had delivered them from Egyptian captivity. The denial of God's presence, the denial of God's mighty acts were a serious matter, and God was taking notice. Whenever God's people begin to put other things in his place, they divorce themselves from God. We separate ourselves. We often wonder why ancient believers, right? If we were there, that we wouldn't have done such a thing, but we do the exact same thing. Many times we also fall in love with our idols, and idols could be anything. Idols could be our affection, anything that grabs our affection, takes over our imagination, consumes our time and our focus. That thing can become an idol, and therefore all kinds of things can be idols. Things we eat, things we drink, food, sex, pleasures, work, sports, family, video games, films, shopping, politics. That's one of my danger ones. Politics, just keeping up with everything all the time. Anything that absorbs our attention, absorbs our times, absorbs our focus. When God is not the priority, when God's presence is not the priority, when we don't like the thought of God and the presence of God, whatever it is we put in that place will become an idol, and we will be shaped in the fashion and the mold of that idol. We will think like that idol. Our minds are designed to take the shape of that which we dwell upon. That's why God must be the one we focus on, because our whole physiological body and mind changes based on our focus and our idols. May God bless us today as we study.